A lot of players in towards the upper tunnels looking for the XE, but the CTs are going to regress forward.
Stare and Slack to the crossfire. Stare will get 2 picks for it. Low HP. Slack's going to leave him for dead and try and leave the tunnels control. Second player backed up, but Slacks lands on Just. Drops that bomb. 4 on 2. Muteris continuing to tap his way forward. The flash is in. Muteris will try and escape, but gets caught up on the wall. So reducing it all to Roman in the 1-on-4 situation. And bomb dropped outside of the tunnel's entrance. Back will be turned to one player up top mid, and there it is. Lornix gets his
information
kill.
at least. HiGHLiGHTS around the corner. No flash is going to be dry, and it's an immediate headshot into Stare.
What an adjustment that was as well.
Slacks might get aggressive with a teammate. Flash around the corner. I don't know about Muteris. That's a great hold position. And now Refresh trying to see if he can get the trade-off, but A-side's been opened up.
And meanwhile, Lornix caught out in mid, just still sticking around there. Refresh doubling up, but running out of ammo for the trade of Roman. Now a 1-on-3 for Zyphon. Here with a FAMAS in hand, is spotted out by Story. The headshot perfect for their teammates. A lot of breathing room here for Saw in that short position. The flashes will come forward and they will charge forward anyway. A 1-for-1 trade. Awkward spray from HiGHLiGHTS and Stare comes down on top.
And now even Lornix starts pressing his way forward, gets that MP9 up close to the doors. Just is desperate for the trade.
You won't get it either. SMG doubles up. Story now surrounded by Sprout players. Does find that first pick. Bomb on his back, has easy access and easy line in towards the A site. Gonna stick around for another good kill onto Stare, and he actually wins that fight. 7 HP, however, needs to prioritize that bomb plant.
Try and get it out safe. Doesn't want to get hunted quickly from short or from CT. Gonna be difficult for him to get much more out of this, though.
Back behind the short boxes, detected and sprayed down just as the bomb plant will come through. So they do get some bonus cash out. Or pin, good shot for Slack. Story staggered away from that.
Here comes these opening entries. HiGHLiGHTS is just so baited into that distraction towards Pit. They can set up the crossfire, and Refresh doesn't even need the assistance. What a handle going down towards that long.
Means that Roman's got to do a lot of work and extend pretty far out to grab him. Just won't last. Roman alone does land that one trade, but a 1-on-5 to win overall. They're going to look for him. Heard. Okay, sprays a little bit awkward, but does come through with a burst headshot and Sprout. Barely. Lucky stroke. The AWP takes that luck away from the T side. So does Slax's. Double AWP crossfire in at mid. HiGHLiGHTS will finally fall. There's not much left in it here for Saw.
Lornix, the king of the double AWP. Always being one of those hybrid players. This is a lot of information to work with.
Decent nade in from Refresh, but Stare is still a casualty. Roman opens up the round for Saw. But 40 seconds left, and now Zyphon's making his moves in. But he covered off by Just right here, and now the flashbang turned away from, and Zyphon has allowed at least one pick. Muteris forced to trade.
Slacks, the AWP duel could drop that bomb, and that's exactly what he does. Retreat back over towards the B site. He needs some assistance and rotates into mid, though.
Yeah, he's all alone. Still looking in towards tunnel, sees the shoulder bait from Just and lands it still. Muteris barely making his way out the doorways. 16 seconds and the other AWP out towards A will connect the shot. HiGHLiGHTS left alone and Sprout are dealing with this slow start. Just against one. Sprays continue. The Tech-9s try and rush him down, but backup has arrived. Lornix with his AWP pick on the bomb carrier. Zyphon forced to use the USP and he gets a kill for it with Lornix providing support of the AWP. A 3KT. Held in the corner. Elisa yet to act. Story baited. Oh, that's a fantastic spray. And a double up as well towards HiGHLiGHTS. Reload found. Roman and Muteris can try and back into the 3-on-3 situation. They've still got plenty of defense. Flash assistance of re-smoke down towards Goose. They swing out towards Long. Stare caught with his back turn. All important frag. Slacks can't hold on to Roman. That's a triple for him. And now Lornix making moves. Slacks trying to receive. Refresh with the kill onto Roman, so 5-on-4, making it 3 now as Slacks locks out a kill, but HiGHLiGHTS with a drive-by headshot. Zyphon turns away from the flashbang, back to turn. Story forced to back off, 10 seconds, needs this pick, he doesn't manage it. Zyphon with a 2K, and Just left alone to fall to the triple, making it look easy. 2 to good. Sprout have the half of the CT side. HiGHLiGHTS again trying to get a decent start up here for Saw. Does find that first.
They're going to start aggressing out towards Elbow now. And Saw, this is going to be tough to even get the bomb plant in.
Well, Story's caught Refresh. That's one decent frag. Stare looking for a bit more. Down to the man advantage, Sprout. And now leaning in towards Gandalf. The reload would have been heard as Zyphon gets caught to the backstab. Lornix moving in. Stare checked by Roman. No denial of the bomb plant position. So Lornix's AWP is left alone in. Just trying to bait him out. Shot missed. Dead. So no kills found on the pass there. said, the rice bag, smoke, and incendiary to counteract them. Slax' AWP will strike. Muturis first to fall. Lornix's AWP gets the kill on Just. Smokes against the incendiaries will extinguish them. Lornix with a double and a triple of frags. HiGHLiGHTS caught off. Lornix makes it a quadra. A big map up from him. Smokes up, suppression. Lornix looking over them. At least trying to. Caught by Muturis, who sprays and reads that play like a book. Doubles up on the Slax as well as he dives into CT. Can't make it a triple. Refresh brings one back, but it's still a man advantage here for Saw. Seeing the flashbangs being set, the backstab also inbound from Just. The longer this takes, the better the chance Saw had, but Muturis and HiGHLiGHTS come up good. Just is dealt with to the backside. Muturis still combines with Story to drop more, looking towards CT.
Be careful about the distraction that he pulls over towards B. Just is trying to sell the fake, and he even gets an entry too. That's really going to help it.
He's looking for more. Lornix, dead to rights. That flashbang from Muturis so perfect. And Just caught him in the middle of the air. HiGHLiGHTS gets refreshed for getting too aggressive. And Saw just looked fantastic in this round. One man left in stare at a 1-on-5. Bomb in the open. Might provide a bit of concern if Saw take too long, but he's completely surrounded. This is no chance for a clutch.
Players coming in from everywhere. Muturis to find the last kill. And Saw, towards the end of that first half, giving us a real
pistol
fight.
Start. Muturis looking up and over towards Suicide. HiGHLiGHTS should see Slax soon, but Slax takes the shot against him. P250 raid boss draws out the opener. Smoke sent down onto the cross, taps to the P250, trying to look for those kills. Indeed, does come up good. Roman with one trade alongside Just with 3-on-3. Just tapping heads for days, looks for his triple. His teammate gets in the way, but it doesn't matter. Muturis has cut down Refresh, and Slax is in a 1-on-3, and he's perfect heads against perfect taps. Takes around that corner, but can't isolate anybody. Roman with the finishing blow.
Story might be up against a run boost player towards the right-hand side, still lands up with the leg, and then Muturis towards ramp is able to clean up the pieces. 8 now up this, and spots the bomb too, knows exactly what's going on. They've even got a backstab out towards the longhouse, and look at the crossfire. Roman and Just dropping that bomb, even stared to fall with the lurk out to A. Lornix has got B, but he can't do anything with it.
Not the greatest follow-up, not the greatest rifle round from Sprout. Lornix does die before time at least. One exit that Saw can take in a 1-on-5. Will they go
everything in this round?
Oh, good shot to Zyphon. Glock spam for the T-side players. Give Refresh's Deagle a chance to get the kill. Zyphon now has an AK to play with. Incendiary sent towards Slax, tagged up. Spray blinded, catches Refresh. Muturis will not double dip. He'll just hold down a site defensive. Wait for the T's to come to him.
Really patient, getting some counter utility around the corner, but Zyphon on top of the car still is able to find more impact with this AK.
Story needs backup here. They're inbound from CT. He's the only player really on short. Great flash in to force the T-side players out. And Roman's going to go down, extending way too far out in the open. Lornix comes in from short, but just gets his kill. No more than one. It's a 10 for Sprout.
It's all about a timing. A sound cue to force Muturis off. And even this long take coming through. Now, bomb would have been seen there, but it's a little bit of a distraction because it is actually a shift over to the B side.
Well, meanwhile, Muturis sees the action out towards that mid-control. Stare and Slax picked up 4-on-2 situation. Refresh and Lornix. Last two players remaining. Lornix heard, just knows he was on that boost. Slow walks in and puts him out of the round. All on Refresh. 16 seconds trying to burst in towards that B site or just save the M4. Best option for him. There's no way he wins this clutch. The CTs are going hunting as well. They know where he is. Hunt him down. Not the kill after time, but no rifle safe. Spray through against the AK. Turn away the flashbang. Looking ahead. Sees one. I thought he caught the lineup on the Refresh as well. Didn't quite do so. Muturis knows he's there though. Gets the double up. 5-on-3 now for the Saw side. Bomb dropped as well. Stare trying to recover, making noise, but losing his life. HiGHLiGHTS provides support to Muturis, who gets away at 1 point of health. Look at how quick the teams are making their way into the defaults. Muturis is so quickly in the lower tunnels that Stare didn't have a clue. At least Refresh can get him back with a flashbang in from Stare's position. Refresh will actually double up, looking back towards top tunnels, and just needs to hunt for Lornix. 6 HP with the bomb in his control. That Nay gets the kill. It's 3-on-3.
Now, this is something a little bit different from Saw. This is hyper-aggression. We don't see any of this. And it has caught them sleeping for a minute. Slack's looking for that trade back, and Just has got so much info that they're up at top mid.
HiGHLiGHTS continuing to peek in towards that mid-control. Don't know how he got that frag. Oh, look for the second, Just up close and personal, blinded, but still kills off Slax. B-site may now all be on Just.
It's going to be difficult for him. The spam comes through. HiGHLiGHTS is successful. Just has got to stand tall.
Oh, and Stare puts that Deagle to effect. It's a 3-on-2 instead. Just falls down. 2 to line up for HiGHLiGHTS. Gets damage on Zyphon. The bomb does get planted. The retake will be on very quickly, though.
They've got an incendiary. If they get that out towards the back of Plat, that's going to force the AWP out in the open.
Gonna swing drive first, look for Lawnix. Zyphon seen, and Lawnix doesn't cover off the doorway. HiGHLiGHTS isolates both headshots. Perfect. But look at how HiGHLiGHTS takes this right up close and personal towards Zyphon. Gap in a smoke can be abused, so Zyphon does punish that aggression.
Muter's got to make a decision whether
the AWP. Look how aggressive he gets. Refresh might be ready for him. Not quite ready enough. The headshot landed a 4 versus 4. Now the M4 looks to take point.
Stare was thinking about that jump over. Muter's turning away from the flash, deals with Stare, and now the X is only continuing.
Burst fire, 1 bullet left for Muter as well.
Look at what's happening towards Log. Lawnix is out there trying to see if he can create a safe pathway, but they still got the AWP to deal with, and Story's being baited. Lawnix eventually turns it into a double.
Now Roman surrounded on 2 sides, long and short. Zyphon have to account for just coming into the back lines. Indeed he does. Roman, 1 versus 3. Swings out, not yet. Right about now, spray through the car, doing tons of damage, but not getting the kill on Slacks.
Flow.
Quickly in, spray down for HiGHLiGHTS, gets Lawnix refresh with a responsive with a flashbang support from Slacks, keeps Muterus completely blinded. Again, Sprout can't overextend. Footsteps heard, swing upon, Zyphon seen, transfer back, sees the other 2. Bomb also in the tunnels. Backup's gonna have to get here as there. Forces his turnaround to go back to the tunnels itself. Slacks takes a lot of damage, but does get the return frag. Story's orb, crack angle. So he's gonna sit here and wait. Meanwhile, Roman makes his way in, pulls distraction, but a shot misses Story. Oh, hits that no scope, but doesn't get any more. Oh, massive amount though, just take a 72. Better than what Sprout are doing towards Saw at the moment. HiGHLiGHTS actually comes up with that kill, so now it's far better for Saw at this stage. Story, footsteps being heard. When does Muterus turn around? Not right now, it's Team Story. Looks in, catches refresh, and now they turn their attention towards the mid control. Muterus ahead of the smoke in the midst of it. Trying to push forward, lineup's perfect. 1 kill found, second what? Not so quite. Roman does go down, but now just on the site itself, transfers, gets a double, and gets map point for Saw. Lifeline here. M falls up against it, flashes in, sprays through, Stare still caught by HiGHLiGHTS. Trades are good, but Muterus holds his line. His 23rd kill in the round.
HiGHLiGHTS stepping up to the plate individually, and Lawnix trying to walk out mid. It's being watched. This is going to be it.
Slacks and Zyphon in the midst of the smoke, and you're right, that backstab from Muterus. This closes it, spray on 1, gets the double, 16-13. Saw may have had a bad start on Dust 2.
Stare just trying to pull the distraction, get up to the top of the ramp all by himself, just going to get away with 1, and now they're wondering, is it a fake over at B or at A?
Into the ramp default, Roman sees what's going on, but being alone here, unawares of where Stare's pushed up, no one saw that coming. Headshot found a side alley, the kill is gained. A 4 versus 3, making it 2 as Stare just pops heads for days, and Story inserts himself into the site to try to get some sort of retake, but being flanked, being suppressed, being pressured, and going down.
Stare just doing so much work in this round, and it was all that wall contact, a lot of fakey kind of mid-round there from Sprout. You saw the way that they had the initial starts.
Bullets flying all over the place. None of them really connect to fatal shots. Refresh finally does go down. That's a start.
Roman trying to see if he can get at least...
Just thinking about Lawnix here. Case of timing. Deagle, perfect. Takes 2 taps. Almost missed the first one, but does connect the second. A 5-on-3. Trying to get some angle above the smoke onto the T-side line. Stare does find Roman instead. That's 1 pick back. Muterus still working in the backstab. Stare sprays through just to get Slacks. And Zyphon's also tagged. Stare's low. Zyphon center of the side does manage to get that 1 shot and just snayed. Gets his pick. It's all on Story to land that shot on Zyphon. The 1v3 for the T-side player. And Story just AK in. Refresh leans up and over. Doing minimal damage towards Just, who gets the kill back in. Stare and Lawnix follows suit here for the Sprout camp. 4-on-3 gained by the T's. Bomb should commit and get planted. Lawrence is trying to hunt for another decent pick back. Incendiary sent him away. Story gets his kill. HiGHLiGHTS follows suit, but that's a 2K. A 3K not quite landed. Roman brings it to a 1v1. But where's that last player? Zyphon on the bomb's been dropped at plat. He should know that much at least. Zyphon's got to go so far out and connect the headshot first and foremost.
Again, lined up by Muterus. Just out towards the other side. They don't know about him yet.
Oh, blind as a bat is Refresh. Just gets that kill. Galil unable to do much with this one. They're trying for the wall bangs, but Lawnix a little bit far off the marker. The nades, the incendiary sent back from the backside. Zyphon can strike out towards mid. Story dealt with, but Roman quick to respond. Orp now in his hands, back towards elevator. Was seen. Muterus also pushing in from spawn. Low HP, leaves a 3-on-3 with Stare's trade, and HiGHLiGHTS will also drop. Oh, Stare! What adjustment that was. The Orp is down, and Just is alone.
Man!
Oh!
Coming through from
to lead that charge. Roman, the first man to contact the smoke. Also about to clear. That blind spray comes up good. Has no idea how close Refresh really is, though. We'll see his head. Might need support from HiGHLiGHTS, who sprays through the tops and gets a 5-on-3.
Excellent coordination.
Has arrived. The Molotov's into just position. Swing out. Kill gets found. Lornix with one to return. Flash into Mutuus will keep him at bay. He didn't see Lornix crossing, but Lornix saw him most certainly. Headshot to an even man.
Lornix is still alive and looking for more.
Slacks making his way down. Story with the kill. HiGHLiGHTS undetected and unfragged. Lornix returns fire for a 3K. Needs the ace here. Spray on HiGHLiGHTS is a bit too high. And it will be Saw taking the retake. Saw hold their line. Mutuus, look at how close and aggressive he's going to get against Lornix. Undetected. Refresh and Slacks can get those returns. So a little bit awkward down there at the stairs. The aggression from Saw almost worked out in that respect. But now Story left alone, burning. Molotov against the flashbang, had no idea. Stair meanwhile to deny. That's one good shot back. Roman starts swinging in. Didn't see Zyphon. Zyphon gets his trade. And now Story should be left out of this one.
Successful.
Zyphon will be the man to close against C2. Very manic spray. Calling info out, but it leads to HiGHLiGHTS' demise.
Just gets too panicky there from Saw.
On. Zyphon leaning in as Lornix tries to adjust, but out in the open. Flash support was not quite there for Refresh. Mutuus are going to stack the A site, so this actually might work out for Sprout. Stair, one kill, Story turn around. Slacks his AWP, lands the headshot onto Story, reducing the CTs to 2 and 1. Mutuus left alone now. The bomb's not even committing here towards the A site. He'll try and look for a bomb plot now. Little does he know what's really going on. The rotations will come back. 19 HP, and then suddenly you're looking at a map 3 here. Sprays through from Roman, does catch Stair, predicts him well enough of where he is behind the smoke and tarps.
Right-hand side, they might be able to press the FAMAS even further aggressive.
Lornix kill found. 4-on-4 situation, or in the Slacks connects to HiGHLiGHTS, and the man advantage tips back the favor of Sprout. Saw a little bit eager, a little bit too aggressive for my money. We've seen a couple of those aggressive plays, and not all of them have worked out here. Story also prodding out towards mid, flash perfect. Zyphon gets the kill. One player per site. Mutuus stands alone, gets that one frag, needs to get 3 more.
Boost up for Lornix, but even on low HP, he still connects. And when you've got players
back from
like
Stair doing damage to Roman. Meanwhile, aggression from Mutuus. Very awkward spray for Lornix, but he gets that headshot in, so start again for Sprout. Flashes in against him. Molotovs and smoke sent towards the 2 main entries over on the B side. Lornix gets just next, and 1 man's left on that B side. Story's Deagle. Seen, sprayed, taken away. HiGHLiGHTS gets 1 Deagle shot back. Spraying back, doing damage to Stair. 61 HP for him. Zyphon, the important kill at the moment, gets that first. HiGHLiGHTS trades it right back. Took a half HP worth of damage, though. 4-on-4 situation, the CT scrambling. But still, Stair finds the pick to return the advantage. Saw just can't catch a break.
Sure to work with.
Not even the HE gets the frag. That was dead on as well. Mutuus takes damage to get that pick together in a 3-on-3. Story gets Slacks to 2 now, so finally the advantage goes the way of Saw here. Mutuus closer. Will he check this position? I think he might just do. Swing on, kill still gets found. Refresh sent packing. Lornix does get 1. Double up required. Mutuus, he isn't dropping off those. He's out of the sandbags, and the headshot does come through at long last. Saw major investment coming in for round 15 if they lose this one, so it's an all-important round victory to come out. Story picking up Lornix. Roman naded to 15 HP though. That's an easy trade.
Got to imagine so. Mutuus aggressive out towards mid. Refresh with the jiggle. Does not jiggle all the way, so doesn't quite clear it. This is one of the first times in a while we've seen a 2-man advantage.
Forward over, Mutuus leaning forward. Roman backs off, spray back. Mutuus catches the flank. Slacks and Zyphon go down. Stair with 1 pick back, but only 1 pick back. HiGHLiGHTS trades it. Real close to position. Just might not be aware of this. Could be a flank that ends off this round, but he effectively frag up on the first player, but just still hiding in the midst of that smoke. Lornix has no idea. Spray doing damage. He is forced out, and Lornix does get that kill. 5-on-3. Sprout gain the site.
It's the young man again of Lornix over towards this B site, just being so lethal. And for Story, yeah, the bomb hasn't been planted, but he's losing teammates and he just can't hold some generators.
Zyphon with 2. Story, that's a 2K. A 3rd not quite found. Zyphon closes with a triple of his own right. 4 HP standing.
To come through from Saw once they get this contact off the ramp. Take that first engagement in. Slacks taking a lot of info, but not quite falling back. Hanging around for quite a while.
As HiGHLiGHTS with a pick, 5-on-4 gain. Saw leaning in, Stare backed up in the corner, turned away from HiGHLiGHTS. Makes it a 5-on-3. Refresh doing everything he can to try trade, but Roman deals with him. 2 left standing for Sprout. 2-man advantage for Saw, bomb down. Flick up, just gets caught in the side of the head. Lornix landing heads for days, needs to get HiGHLiGHTS. Oh, he gets Roman through the smoke as well. Single-handedly on for this retake. It's the smoke. Looking around, sees his man, and he's got it! What's a round for Lornix? 23 kills deep!
Just try and see if he can exploit a corner in the top left-hand side, but it's actually the ramp take with a double entry from the T's.
All right, 5. Nades being sent over, engagements back up has arrived. Refresh dishing out some damage, but not quite getting the picks in. Setting up his teammates, of which Zyphon will get 2. Roman responds, and Lornix alone. 1-on-3.
Roman's just trying to put that pressure on right at the end of the round. It's all going to be a matter of timing. That's a great kill. A real important one. Because you think...
Just down to Lornix's hands. He'll apply it pretty well towards the B default.
To CTs.
Awkward angles for Refresh. He turns that 5-7 in alongside that for Master of Lornix. Spraying down another one. Dealt with by Story's trade. Knows that Slacks is somewhere in Tarps. Needs to find this AK quick. Who's going to dish out some damage? Story gets his double. Now needs the triple and the quad. With Stare being low HP. There's a triple. Last man standing. Zyphon on site. Running for the kill above all. Plant down, Zyphon heard, making his way in with the Eagle. Stalling for time, Story, go wrap around the corner, Zyphon knows, stay alive and get the kill after time. That's going to...
Zyphon with the off angle out from mid. Perfect angle to deal with Muterus. That's the opening kill already within the first 13 seconds of the round.
The start, Lornix. M4 in against them, flash forward, Story gets traded. Zyphon with a responsive 4-on-2 situation. HiGHLiGHTS caught. Suppressed by Zyphon's position, backup also on the way in, sprays back out towards quad. Roman gets that Tech 9 in for a decent pick back. The incendiary on site will stop that bomb plant from coming through. They peek together to reduce it to a 2-on-2, but that backstab from Stare becomes the next big threat. HiGHLiGHTS looking for it, spots the man and gets his pick for a 3K. HiGHLiGHTS looking for his own individual one. 40 seconds. Roman caught first, 1-on-1. HiGHLiGHTS v Refresh. Bomb dropped, player seen, swing out, and Refresh wins the fight. Denies. M4 set, Refresh, he drops HiGHLiGHTS. I wouldn't be surprised if the round itself ends right there and then. Kill is found to start off for the T side though. Zyphon leaning into Just, sees his shoulder. Oh, what a swing and a hit.
Perfect timing, Zyphon getting baited, knows the information's there, wants to adjust the angle and get further forward. Stare is backstabbing though from the bottom of bridge. Watch out for this.
Story does get caught. That's the bomb dropped as well. He ain't gonna stick around and defend it though. Back out away. Teams will think about the rain hit. Muterus, what a run boost in. Just does get caught off by Lornix. Looking for Roman next. Again, the big man steps up with a 2K. 2-on-2. About to bottleneck him. AK up first. Muterus catches the man, shuts him down. Gets a chance back in the round, but the 15 seconds, Saw got to make a move in quick. HiGHLiGHTS caught for it. Stare, flash over, suppressing time, playing for the kill now. Muterus, AK, 7 seconds, needs to get this headshot in real quick, and it's not going to happen. Stare closes a 16-5 map. HP diving out of dodge. The Glock standing by, ready to receive the T's. Seeing that one man isolated by the mass forces of Sprout. The bomb will go down in the meantime. Muterus from Roman, hearing footsteps. Muterus taking face against Zyphon, running out of accuracy though. Zyphon with a double on the bomb, they'll go. Someone needs to get this diffuser right about now, and the taps just keep coming in for the CT side. Just to get a couple of kills, but against the... One of them into the bathrooms and be ready to receive. Muterus takes face, loses his life. HiGHLiGHTS forced on the trade. The bomb's been seen. Just to be more acting out towards shore, getting 2 kills, and that might throw things off for the CT forces. That bomb's still inbound. The kill's found for Zyphon, and the rotation has been called, but Slacks can't watch so long when he's looking out towards mid. So far, so little in the contact basis. Out towards bathrooms, they'll look. There's that first.
Rotates are coming up pretty quickly too. They're going to have 3, maybe. Story wants is that bomb to get dropped.
Nades in, there's HiGHLiGHTS with a pick back. Tunnel vision against Lornix is part of things. Gets a double back to return. Just will fall. 3-on-2 for Sprout. Story will also drop out towards Law, including that bomb left out of control.
Right up here on A. Try and take a couple of picks, get back over that bomb. Lornix again with 3 being traded. But there's a bit more emphasis to come through with a walk towards short. HiGHLiGHTS just up on the corner. Lornix doesn't see it coming.
Oh, Zyphon, another lineup. Sprame trying to make it 3, but the HE from Refresh steals it away. Left to 2 now. Backstab closing in from Stare out towards mid. Locks out Story from short. And Roman in seconds. Desperately running out of time and running right into the clutches of
still got Muterus to deal with into the divider angle.
Swing in, spray through, Story goes down, 5-on-4. Just trades back to 4-on-4 though, and it continues to get aggressive at the CT line of things. Smoke will clear, he doesn't expect Launch to be up close and personal, so the trade once again returns. HiGHLiGHTS leaning in against Launix, and Launix with that frag. 3 players dead, 2-man advantage for Sprout. Swing out from Roman, spraying desperately to get his picks in. Now Muterus stands alone against 3, gets that first, sees Launix, needs the headshot desperately, indeed he does. Zyphon on the bomb though, 2 points of HP, he still gets the pick in. Does he have enough time for this defuse? No, he doesn't. Saw equalize again.
What a clutch.
Last map, they were losing clutch after clutch against Sprout. Part of the reason why they were able to get it so effective over on Vertigo. That's an effective opening. 2 dead, 1 bullet. Sprout on a 5-on-3, making it 2 now as Zyphon strikes.
That hurts. That is the
Extend
worst
that lead and try getting the half here on CT side. Saw do everything they can to try and deny it, but Slacks connects on Just, kicks things off.
Being really
mid-entrance. Flash in to allow the M4 to start peeking. Launix meanwhile moves in his Stare, does get picked up. That's a 4-on-4, and Launix slow walking, detects Muterus, gets that pick back, and Slacks lands 2, looking in for the triple, knows the Story's right there, does get baited. But either way, it's a 1-on-4 for the T-side AWP.
Launix, just so quick for that response to come up there.
Nades up, quick play in, spray down from Zyphon. Mows through 3 and is ready for more. Launix will engage against it, lose his life, but Zyphon's on for the quadra. Muterus trades him the same. Somehow holding on to some sort of life for Saw in this round. But Sprout have done all they can to take it away. Story next up the task. The high HP player brings it back to a 2-on-2. Somehow they've got the bomb sites.
This is so workable. Try and fake the bomb plant, draw them out to the open. Slacks on the backstab, does not get baited by Muterus.
Nade on Story, driving him back. His teammate right back in. He's covered off towards that short position. The nade's up, dishing out more damage, and Slacks connects his 2K. So Sprout will get that knife past the finish. AWP straight in for Slacks is still not missing. 18 frags now. Muterus trades it at least. 4-on-4 situation, he escapes with his life.
He's getting aggressive up to the railing, and the timing. He's going to go back into connector.
There's the kill found. Advantage regained by Sprout. AK he can pick up as well.
Just is not overextending the angle wide enough, so Zyphon's not seeing anything just yet, and finally the kill comes in.
As soon as he sees the position, he'll take that shot, take that spray. Now Story and HiGHLiGHTS. Made it out of position, siphoning both players off. Smokes down a little bit deep onto the ramp angle, but Zyphon still gets his kill. HiGHLiGHTS with 1-2, almost transfers to 3, but Stare keeps his life and keeps the round. For Saw, Sprout already starting off again. Slacks this time posted out towards long, consistently finding opening picks for the CT side. Gets out of the way of the long position. Meanwhile, Muterus walking up mid, desperate to find some sort of trade. Launix just caught Justo, and Slacks just doesn't misses.
Just having such a good first 15 seconds of a pick. HiGHLiGHTS is starting to at least put a press down towards B, but how quickly that trade comes through from Zyphon and Roman, it's all down to him.
Zyphon gets his 2K, and it's 11-4. Sprout losing on 2, Just standing ready to receive. Flashbang keeps him completely blinded. He's still blind. Fires back against Zyphon. Wraps that corner, looking for all sorts, and bullets fly all over the place, but not to the kills for him. At least Muterus holds the trades. 4-on-3 for Saw, and now the backstab in from Roman. Sees 1, maybe even 2. Story gets that pick. Slacks would have responded, but Roman taps that bomb off of him. It's all on Refresh in a 1 versus 3. Sprout had a hero-like moment in their last pistol in the last down, him and a teammate. Firing back against him, the M4 of Roman tries to hold off against Launix, does get picked up. Muterus combines, but Story goes down. They haven't checked this left-hand side, so he's allowed a double, not quite a triple. Stare, Galil up against Just, gets him and doubles up with Launix's support. A triple pace, like they have done all series long so far. Flash in, Refresh, sees 1, doesn't quite get the kill for it, and maybe these pistols might have a few more things to say about that.
If there's anyone you want trying to recover the round, it's them.
Flashed in, burst up, Stares dead, Launix alone now. Bomb on his back, 1 versus 4, backstabs inbound, still 3 players to face, and Muterus gets his deagle. Interest coming in from Slacks, Roman's AK peeking up, stare, gets flashed off, perfect kill. Not much resistance again without armor, 5 on 4.
Roman, that's just an easy pick to come around. Story aggressing on the other side of the lurk smoke, actually. Cashes off Slacks, now focuses the attention towards Long.
Jump up from Lawnix is going to get dealt with by Story. 2K to his name. No trades for Sprout here. Jump up, seeing one in mid. That's the bomb of refresh as well, so that might draw attention away from the B site. Zyphon sprayed down. Muterus gets his kill. Now refresh up close and personal in a 1 versus 5. It's clutch. Probably should not come through for him. HiGHLiGHTS peeks the SMG, gets his kill. Has caught Lawnix first and foremost there, took a lot of damage. Probably pretty likely that the kill comes in for Roman in the end. Indeed it will. A lot more to gain.
Roman up towards his party position. Would love to get some further util from Story. Get a flash on the contact. Make sure this AK doesn't drop. 3 and the contra. Saw up to 8. 4 more to
side will drive Roman back. HiGHLiGHTS caught a lot of damage, and I believe for the wallbang spray over on shore, and gets caught by Lawnix for the start.
That's an easy pick when you're low HP.
I think Roman's hearing those footsteps in that reload. Will catch off stare. Decent spray back to evens. Refresh next to face with that bomb on his back. He opts not to go for it.
Gets a flash around the corner for a teammate, and Roman might just start prodding. Refresh on the other side. Roman to make it 2, and now the man advantage gained, and Roman is still looking for more.
Even more aggressive. Pushing forward closer. Meanwhile, Story gets Zyphon. Stacks right behind him, just waiting for Marcin. Spray through, kill found. Last man left in the round. Slack spotted and dealt with the same. As soon as the smoke clears, Lawnix with the jig is up. Zyphon wins a fight against Story. Headshot seen. Spray through comes up. Slacks actually connects that kill with AWP. 5 on 3 for Roman leaning. Okay, in against Zyphon, but Zyphon wins the fight with a quick peek. 2 left for Saw. Sprout come back into life with confidence, especially as just falls to Lawnix, and HiGHLiGHTS is known. Gets 1 frag, but needs a 1 on 5 clutch.
Just look for exit damage. You know you're going to buy next round anyway. Down on the contact from HiGHLiGHTS.
As soon as he sees contact on the basis of a flashbang or some sort of peek forward, he puts it out, but it doesn't do much. Zyphon gets both those kills. 1 player spotted. Lawnix does get dealt with by Muterus. Swing out from Zyphon, goes wide. Refresh provides support, though, gets the kill. Bomb plant.
There's no way that that crossfire can get set up. Saw overwhelmed, and now even another rifle taken out of play. Should be the same for the AWP. This could be an easy pick for Stare. And now you think about the money state, there'll still be a buy on the table.
Already the cracks are showing in the economy state. They need to win this round desperately. Below that gap, Roman does not see the T-side players. Does spot one of Slacks, get that kill. Lawnix caught the first earlier on, but Stare will drop. All-important sequence. Saw have the advantage, and Roman sticking around, peeking in for more. He gets a triple, even a quadra, as they feed themselves to him. Each 1v1 engagement.
Rather than even putting a molly towards that back of Box's position, they just keep feeding like you mentioned.
The CT forces Muterus waiting, burning in the back of the site, but Sprout aren't moving. Refresh is down. Slacks to the trade. AWP falls back from Story. 6 seconds though. Bomb's got to commit. If Story holds the line alongside Muterus, and that's exactly what they'll do. Slacks is dead to rights. Way too late. Up right there. They had the eco steal. The force buy worked wonders, and now Saw are finding opening frags left, right, and center. Story, but a CT player.
History has always told us that the head-to-head maps have been close, but have they told us about the closeness of the entry towards Monster? The flash.
Calls for backup, nades out towards mid. It'll actually land a little bit awkward for him. Flash in, spray through. Doesn't quite get the second, but Lawnix doesn't get away lucky himself. Finding the trade with Stare's assistance. And now HiGHLiGHTS. Many players to find. There's one head. Not quite a second. Lawnix trades on 2. And Stu get this bomb down. Muterus could swing. Could deny the whole round right here. Indeed he does. Looks for the last man. And he gets his double up. There's the shot for HiGHLiGHTS. Flashes in from both sides. Could catch the rotation if they come back towards the A side. Meanwhile, Story posted with the AWP, lands on Stare.
They've got to commit B. They've got no other option. And now even the lurk out in Monster's been dealt with.
30 seconds to the good. Refresh. Leaning forward, Roman continues his backstab. Eyes on Con. HiGHLiGHTS challenge. Refresh gets that kill. Leans in just with the lineup. And Muterus with a follow-up. Down to Lawnix and Slack. Story firing with the AWP. Can't land his shots though. Stare gets Roman instead. Flash over, Orp needs to get something, but no, Lawnix overwhelms, and refreshes Tech9, gets Muturis in the back. Saw had every advantage, -1 AK, but now they're down to 2 on 5. At least just chimes in though, back to a 3v2. Saw are tagged, the bomb's in the open, and just needs support desperately. He's landing headshots still in HiGHLiGHTS. Waits for his moment. Siphon should grab the bomb, should get it planted.
HiGHLiGHTS at the peak, the bomb gets chopped out in the open. That's 4 for Just now. He's on for the ace, and Slacks is here for the clutch. Deals with that first, got to get back over the bomb. Just is going to peek up, and the ace gets presented. 15.
All the way up, poor refresh. Gets caught off, but still finds his pick against Roman himself. 5 on 3. Now Muturis surrounded on all fronts. Zyphon needs to be dealt with. Indeed, Muturis gets that pick back. Smokes on. They vacated mid. They'll play towards the B side. And once again, it's Just here to try and be a hero. Up against Lawnix. Kisses him past the monster control, and Lawnix reads what's going on. Gets that frag. It's all on the B side. Do plant open for that position. Nade from Muturis. There you go. That's one start. That's one back. Flashing for the Orpa. Story gets nothing. So it's all to Muturis to have another ace clutch here for Saw. Swinging out, looking towards water, out towards the bridge. Refresh is one man who will stand and drop him. Take us to overtime. As the forward player of Sprouts. Saw will lose their first. Just down.
Straight spam through that monster.
Utility thrown in, Roman swings, and Zyphon gets his pick, a 5 versus 3. Stare leaning in as Lawnix gets HiGHLiGHTS and Muturis and Story, the last 2 players back site on site. There's a good shot from the AWP. Oh, and a second lightning fast one, but not quite the third. Zyphon.
There's still a lurk of Stare outside of the bathrooms. Everybody else is in Monster, and Roman catches him just as that smoke starts to clear.
It's a bit antsy. Smoke out instead. Just be watching out for the short pipe entrance. Lawnix does catch HiGHLiGHTS. Muturis now with a lot of work to do. Zyphon will fall and Just holds the line out towards short. 4 versus 2 now. Side.
Getting that plant in. Even have to try and face up against the Orp. Ah, Story's head just giving up for a glimpse, and Refresh deals with him.
All reduced to 3. Now to 2. Refresh. Isolating each of these individuals, still something to be concerned about. The plant for the harder cover at the pillar position. Oh, and Slacks locks out a decent kill, sponges the damage, and now Refresh on for the 3K. Just leaning forward, both players to line up. They both get out towards Monster. The spray is only good to the Orpa as Refresh.
Slacks with that AWP. Roman aggressive on the press towards Connector and Zyphon. Oh, he makes it 2 kills within the first 15 seconds.
About to see everything in the mid control. It will be exposed as well to this AK. There's one decent shot. Zyphon will trade it, and now there's a player on site dealt with. Just in the 1-on-4, found out a Connector. It's 18.
Look to the left or the right. Stare, got to try and turn away from the flash, and for a moment, Slacks actually backs off and means Stare's in the open.
Didn't know where to look, had no support. Good shot in for Slacks, at least returns to a 4-on-4. HiGHLiGHTS down in Connector. 3-man unit ready to receive the incoming onslaught for Saw. Just finds Lawnix. Zyphon needs to hold this trade. Indeed, he does. Needs a 2K. Will get it. Transfer to do damage to the 3rd man. And now Refresh waits for support. That Orb to come in. He gets another bomb plant. Story didn't hear him. Turns around with that Orb. And now Roman catches him on the reload. 2K to his name and can't make his way through the fire and the flames. Nade up against Slacks. No. Bullets in the mag. The spray will come through. Gets that reload. Slacks on the defuse though. No kit towards him. Roman needs to win this fight, and Slacks will still take it for a 19.